I'm sorry if you caught me off guard. I always look at like the last 10 minutes of the show to see if there's something out there of any interest, and I have. I mean, I just got one word: damn. I'm serious, like, damn. You ever get that, like, oh, damn? I'm sorry, I know that's 3 times, but I'm over here on this website and it says Mnuchin, which is the Treasury Secretary. I can't show you the picture because it'll mess you up. But it says Mnuchin's trophy wife blasted after Instagram spat goes viral. He's 52, she's 36. Her name's Louise. Steve Mnuchin. I tell you what, if you're a hedge fund manager on I'm just saying. I mean, why am I the bad guy? I can give you the website. You go look at it yourself. Damn. All right, let me move right along from that. I'm looking at, top stories of the morning. Okay, yesterday, just Google Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin and trophy wife. Not me, just Google that and you'll see what I'm talking about. All right, now here, yesterday morning, I said this at 8 a.m. Richie, you know I'm right, so pay attention. So I said this at 8 a.m. yesterday morning, okay? But this story came out yesterday, and I started reading this, and I said this at 8 a.m. This came out at 9:30 yesterday morning. Steve Bannon plots Fox News competitor as he goes to war with globalist report. Immediately upon announcing his exit from the White House last Friday, Steve Bannon hosted a number of interviews in which he made very clear that he was going to war with everyone from Congress to the mainstream media and even the globalists working in the Trump White House. Now we learn via Axis, that part of the war effort might include a brand new cable news network to the right of Fox. Well, let me just say this. There's no such thing as Fox. Everything's to the right of Fox right now. I have to say, I mean, I'm not impressed. I mean, Sean's still a good guy, all right? And I like Tucker. I don't want to take, Tucker's okay. And Martha McCowan, I like that lady, right? And I like Brett Baer. There's some people over there I still like. I like Steve Ducey. I think he's a good guy, right? But at the bottom line is, Fox is, to the right of Fox. What did I tell you yesterday morning? I told you yesterday morning, right here on this show. Watch for him to launch a cable news network. What if a guy like Stu Varney went over there? I don't know. I'm just saying. What if what's the guy's name that has a show over there on the Business Network? I'll tell you what, you should be watching that guy. I don't encourage a lot of people to leave my show to watch somebody else, but it's at night. What is his name over there? Lou Dobbs. Oh, I swear to God, what if Lou Dobbs went? What if people like Payne, like the Payne, what if O'Reilly went over there? Bill O'Reilly. What if, what's that guy's name that was just canned at 5 o'clock here the other day? What is his name again?
Bowling.
Yeah, Eric Bowling. Eric Bowling. What if Eric Bowling was, I'm just saying. I said that yesterday. Okay, so just checking that out. Now, a petition to label Antifa a terrorist organization reaches critical milestone. A petition calling for the White House to officially brand the Antifa movement as a terrorist organization has reached the threshold of signatures necessary to compel the Trump administration to reply, according to the Washington Times. The petition received its 100,000th signature around 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Sunday. Though it had 30 days to reach the goal, the petition did so in less than a week. So there's the White House needs to respond to the petition going around to label Antifa a terrorist organization. Folks, before we go, I want to make a comment. This is a serious comment, okay? We've had qualifying take place in the city of Blue Ridge. Some of you watch the show, pay attention to what's going on in the city of Blue Ridge. The city council I understand that on Facebook, Angelina Powell, and I'm not for sure why she has chose not to speak to FetchYourNews.com. Maybe she hasn't. Maybe she will eventually, so I'm not saying that she's totally closed that off. But at this time, it seems like Angelina Powell has chose not to speak to us concerning the election, but she is supposedly running for city council, and that would be against Councilwoman Rhonda Thomas, currently in her second term, seeking a third. So that would be Angelina Powell and Rhonda Thomas. Right now, I have not been notified that Councilwoman Angie Arp has qualified to run for her office. And that's not a joke. I don't mean is qualified, has qualified, not a joke, to run for re-election for her post. But I do know Kenneth Gaddis, that's Gaddis, he qualified yesterday, and his opponent will be Angie Arp. So this will be a 60-day mad dash. Now, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm not going to stop. I think the mayor has the power. She is a weak mayor. Not personally, please. The structure is a weak mayor. The council is supposed to make the decisions. The mayor is supposed to implement the decisions. And so that's called a weak mayor system, okay? So don't take that wrong. That's not the intention to classify somebody that way. But I do think, according to the charter, I do think according to law, the mayor has, I do think so, the mayor has the ability to call for a suspension of someone, a suspension, and an investigation through GBI, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation. So I'm going to say right now publicly that the joke of Patrick Crane raising his middle finger and being arrested and having to bond out, not a citation, not like he was a public nuisance, not like Mr. Setzer at the drive-in, the guy that, don't forget folks, don't forget the Swan Drive-In, okay, the property, all the buildings, the actual screen that you see the movie on when you go there belongs to you, the citizens of Blue Ridge. That belongs to the city of Blue Ridge. That's your property, not his. He pays a lease, I'm going to say, I think $500 a month, if it's $525 or $535, but think about getting a business like that for somewhere in the area. $500 a month is all he pays. My understanding, because God knows their attorneys are watching, Steve Setzer and his wife do not live, that the tags on their cars say Tennessee. My understanding his home is in Tennessee. My understanding is he no longer has a residence, a physical home in Georgia or in Blue Ridge. That's my understanding. That's what I keep hearing. So Patrick Crane and Steve Setzer don't see eye to eye over a couple things. Patrick Crane came out publicly against the citizens of Blue Ridge, concerned citizens of Blue Ridge, and he blew the whistle on them that the investigation was all set up into the mayor. From the time he blew the whistle and I broke the story and some other things we've done, it seems strange that after Patrick Crane last Thursday publicly asked for Chief of Police Johnny Searcy's resignation and Councilwoman Angie Arp's resignation, and then some things that took place Friday, it's interesting that as of Saturday night, they had Patrick arrested. Now think about this. Let's say, for argument's sake, Patrick was a public nuisance. Let's say he was. Let's say he was aggravating Steve and his wife, and they felt he was a public nuisance. They called the police. What's that, a citation? Go to the city court at the end of the month and pay the $75 fine citation? No, allegedly he gave the middle finger. There was a warrant, a full warrant signed for his arrest. He had to turn himself in and bond out. He's out on bond for supposedly giving somebody the middle finger. Mayor Donna Whitener, you need to call your division of the Georgia Bureau of Investigations, and you need to ask for a thorough investigation into the harassment of Patrick Crane, among many other things, within the police department of the city of Blue Ridge. And you need to suspend Chief Johnny Searcy for allowing it to go through. I'm your host, BKP. Wow, I got to go to Blue Ridge. The Ozarks. Hashtag Ozarks. Hashtag Marty Bird. Hashtag Fannin Cartel. Hashtag my ass will be back tomorrow. Same time, same bat channel. Sam, take us out of here.